Oh, you kidding me? You actually see a rich plumber in my future, Miss Sabrina? Ooh, what? And he's good-looking, too! Wee! No one's looked at my pipes in a long time. Whoops! I gotta go, Miss Sabrina.
Did you just call that psychic hotline again?
Well, yes.
You've got to stop calling her. We can't afford it.
You talk as if she's one of them phony baloney psychics. Miss Sabrina is for real, and she's worth every penny. And guess what? She told me a plumber will be paying me a visit.
How do you know she's for real?
Oh, come on, Wilbur. She advertises in the National Tatler and everything.
See you later.
All right, Wilbur.
Hi, Vera.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Ha! Your cat couldn't even drag itself out of bed!
Oh, you're one to talk, Eugene. What with you getting up at the crack of noon every day?
What are you reading?
Interior Design Illustrated.
Are you planning to do some renovating?
Yeah, I want to board up the order window so I don't have to look at the jerk in the kitchen no more.
I'm a jerk. Who's the one who wants to redo the diner like freaking Bucking Horse Palace?
I'm sorry, Wilbur. You'll have to excuse my husband's locker room language.
Locker room? Oh, I'd like to lock her in a room. Yeah, with a boa constrictor. Who am I kidding? I couldn't do that. Not to a snake!
How are you planning to redecorate the place?
Well, I'm going for a real Art Nouveau motif. Imagine, if you will, a chrome Venus de Milo in the corner next to the fake flamingo pond. The seats are covered with a nice leopard skin vinyl. There's bangles and dingle balls around every window. Oh, and there's neon lights everywhere.
Nice, Vera! Real nice!
I never noticed your fountain before. Is it new?
I just got it. I'm trying to lend an air of class to this joint to offset the tackiness of Eugene's moose head.
Hey! I put that up there for you, Vera! It looks just like your mother!
You leave my mother out of this, you hairy baboon!
The fountain sure is, classy.
It sure is. Ain't it just an eyeful?
Eyeful? Looks more like an eyesore.
Oh, what do you know? Your idea of decorating is to hang roadkill on the walls.
Why do you need a mousetrap if you have a cat?
The only thing that lazy furball knows how to catch is 40 winks!
You're skating on thin ice, Eugene.
You ought to know, you frigid old bat!
Jerk.
The truth of the matter, Wilbur, is that Muffin is too precious to be chasing icky old mice. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Kinda quiet in here today, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, but you should have seen us a few hours ago. You know those hungry construction workers from the new bridge? They all come over here for lunch now. Look, Wilbur, are you going to order something to eat or not?
No way. I want to stay healthy.
Hey! My meals include items from all of the 4 major food groups!
Only if you consider the 4 major food groups to be sugar, grease, caffeine, and saturated fat.
Last time I ate here, there was a dead fly in my soup.
Yeah, it's the heat that kills them.
There was also a twig in my sandwich.
Well, what do you want me to do about it? Call the branch manager? Oh!
I just remembered. I gotta go now.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Ah!
Wilbur, why don't you just sit down and order from the menu like a normal person?
It's a little spring from a mousetrap. Cute little tyke. Hi, Odie. How are they biting today?
They're not.
You fish here every day?
Yep. Best fishing spot in the whole of Boonesville.
What's so special about this spot?
Harry says this is the exact spot where he caught that big fish on the wall in his barber shop.
Shouldn't you be in school?
It's summer, Wilbur.
Oh yeah, but I've seen you here in the spring and fall too.
Well, sometimes I just don't feel good enough to go to school.
But you feel good enough to fish, huh?
Yeah, isn't that funny? You know what? I bet the fresh air does me good.
Hey, what's in the box?
Fresh bait.
What kind of bait do you use?
I used to use worms, but I didn't like them. Ugh, too slimy. So now I use grasshoppers.
Well, they sure are lively little suckers.
Yep, the trout get one look at them, and they just start to slobbering.
Any bites yet?
No, not yet. But last week, I caught an old rubber boot.
A rubber boot? Do you mean you haven't caught any fish here all summer?
Don't worry. One way or another, that trout will be mine.
I remember when you were knee-high to one.
Yeah, whatever.
Can I buy some from you?
Forget it. But I do know where you can get some.
Hey, where can I get some grasshoppers?
It'll cost you $1 to find out.
Well, Odie, you drive a hard bargain, but... There you go. Now, where can I get some grasshoppers?
Oh, at the pet store, where you work.
But we don't sell grasshoppers.
Oh, that's too bad. You really should, you know.
Check it out, Odie. A Studley McQuark Puzz dispenser.
No way!
Way? It's an official limited edition collector's item.
Wow! I've never seen one like this before. It looks just like Studley, only smaller.
Well, give me some grasshoppers, and it's yours.
Okay, Wilbur, it's a trade. They're in the icebox outside Vera's. Go help yourself.
Why are they in an icebox?
Duh! To keep them frozen!
Can't I just take some from your bait box?
I can't give you these grasshoppers. I'm using them.
I thought you said your bait was fresh.
They are fresh, Wilbur. They'll start hopping around like crazy once you thaw them out.
Well, how do you thaw them out?
Well, I use my mom's microwave. Well, when she's not looking.
Well, why do you keep them frozen?
Grasshoppers are hard to come by most of the year. Except every spring there's tons of them down at the marsh. I catch a year's supply in the spring and keep them on ice so I have fresh bait all year round.
Why do you keep them at Vera's?
'Cause my mom says I can't keep them in her freezer.
Thanks, kid.
Hey, no prob. And if you ever need any frisky termites, I can make you a heck of a deal.
Huh? 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 It's full of blocks of ice. It's full of blocks of ice.
His neurosynaptic bandwidth is right off the scale for a gamma-class life form.
Whoa! What a trip! What happened?
What happened? What happened? You passed my test! That's what happened! How those puny neurons conducted that pulse, I'll never know. There must be a malfunction in the system.
The results are accurate, boss. He passed fair and square.
Fair and square? Fair and square? Don't ever use those words around me again. Now throw them in the break while I prepare the next test. Fair and square.
I'll be back for you in a few minutes, so don't go anywhere.